What is going on, miners, and welcome back to the Hobbyist Miner channel. Well, the shed has been coming along amazing, and I've been here almost every day now, moving things along a little bit at a time. Between myself and Mr. Electrician, we've made some really good progress. We're almost in the home stretch, about 2 weeks left, a little less, until we want to go ahead and get everything up and running and actually move over our ASIC miners to crypto mining shed number 2. So let's not waste too much time here. Let's go inside and show you guys the progress.
Today's video is sponsored by the team over at ASICmarketplace.com. With crypto mining hardware prices dropping, it's critical to find an online store you can trust with your ASIC purchases. The team at ASICmarketplace.com has you covered with some of the most competitive pricing on the market. No matter what brand you're looking for, ASIC Marketplace has it. To name just a few: Bitmain, Goldshell, WhatsMiner, IB-Link, iPolo, JazzMiner, and many more. There are no surprises with ASIC Marketplace. The price listed on their website includes shipping. Imagine that. Finally, ASIC Marketplace takes the buying experience to the next level by accepting cryptocurrency as payment directly on their store. Go check out ASIC Marketplace today via the link in this video's description down below, as well as save $50 at checkout with the discount code 𝐻𝐵HobbyistMiner.
All right, so check it out. Let me give you guys a quick swing tour here. Take a look at how we're looking, and then we'll kind of dive into everything. So there's this side. We'll swing back around, and then we'll talk about it. All right, so we'll start over here. Nothing too crazy. Last update, I think I told you guys that we did go ahead and paint the inside plywood. Was a really good idea. Mr. Electrician recommended it. Came out really clean. Since then, we got our boxes on. Electrical is run and roughed in, but we're not connected yet to the house. We do need to get a breaker for that. So checked out our exhaust fans. They're in, good to go. I actually wired everything. You can see we routed everything up. They're actually on a speed of 1 right now. And they're going right up into this controller. This controller is Wi-Fi as well as Bluetooth. Right now it's on Bluetooth. We don't have the network up and running out here yet, but these will be on Wi-Fi, so I can control these from home or on the go, set up notifications, which will be really nice with these units. If you guys are interested, I'll put a link down below to these. These are from AC Infinity. Once again, if you guys are curious on the fans, these are the T14 fans that we're running here. And then look, we have the probe up and on this side. We're going to base all of our temperatures off of the exhaust side. I actually thought about this at length and wanted to base the whole shed off of an ASIC. An ASIC goes ahead and controls the speed of the fans based off of the exhaust temps. So I thought it'd be a really good idea to design the shed in the same way. So this controller does these two with that temp probe. And over here, we have our second controller set up and this temperature probe here. And it's actually nice and cool out here today, 75 right now in the shed. Coming over to our wall, so Mr. Electrician finished up. If you guys remember in the last video, we had all of our 10-2 cable coming over here. He did all of the meter boxes, so huge shout out to the meter box. You can actually see it, guys, etched in here. Check that out. They supplied the meter boxes as well as the Drox meters and the L630R plugs. That's these guys right here for this entire setup, which worked out awesome. So you can see we have all 5 of these. Mr. Electrician finished that up. Looks really good. And then here are our PDUs. Now I am super thrilled with these PDUs. I have not used these PDUs yet. Huge shout out to the team over at Altair Tech. Guys, go over and check them out. I'll put a link to these directly down below. These are really sweet. 30 amp, 240 volt. We have a handful of our C13 cable ports here, and then our C19. It is display metered, so we can go ahead and see how things are performing. And the nice thing is these have the individual breaker on them as well, which is awesome. And these are specifically made, I haven't seen these anywhere else, over at Altair Tech. Once again, I'll leave a link down below. They supplied the PDUs for this project. Comes with a 6-foot cable, which we wrapped around here, and Mr. Electrician cleaned it up. I started it, he did the rest of it, turned out really good. Did go ahead and put one of our fire extinguisher balls up here, just as a hopefully helpful if there is some type of fire that does occur. Scooting over to our panel, Mr. Electrician finished this up recently. We're waiting on a few things. That's why you actually see this white cable coming out of it here. And he actually went ahead and tapped it into an extension cord that runs out just to get us power. So that's powering the fans. That's also powering the lights. I don't know if you guys saw, but we have our lights in here. It's powering this little PC over here as well. And that's just coming from an extension cord. Once we go ahead, we're actually waiting on this breaker. This is 150 amp. We're waiting on it on the opposite side for the house, for that to come in. He had to order it. But this is a copper bus bar. I kind of learned things as we go. He explained it to me. This is not energized at all. Copper bus bar in here, so it dissipates the heat better. Things I've learned, he separated out the breakers in order to dissipate some more of that heat as well. But this came in from the back side of the shed you guys saw in the last video, and everything got pulled inside and turned out awesome. Looks really, really good. He did a really good job with it. The door is actually sitting right there. So once this is done, we'll put everything on and be set. He put on a little breaker box here, and this is where our network is. Nothing overly complicated. We have a Google Mesh router that we put right here on the little shelf. We ran an extra Ethernet all the way to the house as well. Here's the first one, exterior rated, and that's just a backup line in case one gets cut or dug up or something like that. Old HP ProCurve switch, does gigabit, it'll be exactly what we need. Did a uplink feed up into this unit, so it'll come from the house as the black cable, go into our Google router right here on the bottom, and then comes out of the router, goes into our white cable, and feeds our switch internet. The switch does support VLANing, but I don't really need to do that. We'll have everything separated right here at the router level there. I run them at my house, really like them. And then we piped up our power to here, which worked out really, really nice. Everything was planned. We planned everything out, where it was going to be, what we wanted to do, so it made the install process really easy. Got a handful of these 𝐂𝐲𝐳. These are great. You can see right now it's 77 Fahrenheit, 25% Celsius, and we're also about 50% humidity hanging out in the shed. Next time I'm out, I need to bring the filters. Probably going to run the MERV3 filters. That's the blue boar's head filters. If you guys have followed along on my channel, we're going to install these to get started. Then we'll see where we go. Got another one over here, and then here's a mini PC setup. Now this isn't ready to go yet. I did get a single swing arm. I'm going to mount over here and mount this monitor. It's an old 27-inch BenQ monitor, like a 1081. I do have an HP ProDesk back here with a little wireless dongle, and we set up power there. So all these cables will go away and get nice and cleaned up after we put this on a monitor mount, little desk. This is actually a toolbox liner, works great for a mouse pad, and this will be a station that we can work from when I'm out at the shed getting work done, which will be great. I do need to order the cameras, the light and cameras that I ran on my shed. We're going to run them here. That's what that's for. Install that there, and then I have another one right over here as well. But yeah, guys, that is an update as to where we stand. We need to finish up a few things on the outside of the shed. What's left? Oh, I also installed, look at the size of this guy. Big fire extinguisher ball up here. Massive one that'll be over top of the rack. The rack's going to be 77 inches right here. Leave plenty of room inside. I do have another fire extinguisher ball coming. We're going to put it over here. And then I have a fire extinguisher itself coming as well that we're going to stick right over here. So what's left? We're about 2 weeks out. A little less, we'll see. I'm going to be coming out tomorrow, scrubbing and cleaning and mopping the floor. That's why you guys can see the tape on the bottom. And then I'm actually going to paint the floor with our epoxy kit. I'll put a link to this down below if you guys are interested. It's going to be a gray kit. This will match same as my shed. So we're going to paint the floor with the paint. It's a gray paint to start with. Then we have the white, black, and blue flakes. And then we have a clear coat that we're going to put over top of it. Once that's done, we'll be installing the rack right here in the middle. I did go ahead and order from Infinite Cables. Our cabling, a lot of them. All the cables are going to come. I got C19s and C13s. Everything's going to come out of here and pipe up and go across inside of these U-clamps and then drop down into the rack, which will be right here. On this side, we have to take all of our Ethernet, and I'll figure it out, probably pipe it up through here, come up and go over, and those are going to drop down as well in. So Ethernet cables will be on this side, dropping down in. All my power, I ordered 25-foot cables, are all going to come out of here and go ahead and drop down into the rack as well. So you'll be able to go completely around the rack, about 3 feet on each side around the rack. The rack is about 77 inches right across this way, and then it'll go up think it's about 72 inches tall, and it's 24 inches deep, which will work out awesome. So we got a lot to do in the next 2 weeks. I'm hoping my next update video will be energized, which will be exciting, and get everything up and running. If you guys enjoyed today's update, let me know down below. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below. Love to answer your questions. I'll put links to all this stuff, as well as huge shout out to Altair Tech and the Meter Box for supplying these and sponsoring this equipment for our shed. Other than that, guys, if you enjoyed the video, give it one of these, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Where are my investors at? Who's interested in investing in a Bitcoin mining farm, but you think you don't have the capital to do so? The team at Spartan Bitcoin Mining has you covered. Check this out. Spartan Bitcoin Mining has been hard at work building out their infrastructure and growing like crazy, providing an avenue for traditional investors to take part in the crypto mining scene through, well, traditional investing methods. The bear market is the perfect time to put your money to work. Spartan Bitcoin Mining makes it easy for the little guys to participate and invest for as little as $300, or if you're a whale, the team has you covered as well. Follow the link in the video description to learn more about Spartan Bitcoin Mining and tell them the Hobbyist Miner sent you.